Okay, so this is where we're at. Unfortunately, though, we're gonna have to start all over again. It's okay. I already know what to do and everything, so I'm not gonna bother with it. So the thing is, well, I had to mess with so much just to get the battery to work in Pokemon Fire Red. So, like I said, I'm doing very little. Okay, so blah 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 blah. We already know. Yeah. I think there was a version where they had like 3 fights, if I'm not mistaken. But I know there is one where there's only one fight, and it's really crazy. Like, what? I'm not sure what the standard is. I would say for the most majority of it, was probably at least 2 fights that you had no control over. However, in the true remake of this game, and that by that I mean yes, it was a true one. For the Nintendo DS, they actually had, even though it had voices and everything, you actually had where you were in control of it. So you didn't have much choice. You couldn't get through it unless you bought it yourself. So I'm just going to go faster through all this kind of junk, blah blah blah. This is kind of hard to do, but I don't need the controller to do this, but it would be easier because I hate using keyboard because it really puts a crimp on my fingers. So we're just gonna, I'm not gonna even bother with it. So I could come back here later if I wanted to, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this. You're free to take the items from the storage room to help you with your mission. We'll switch those on the wall. Okay. Yeah, we just did that. Okay. Yeah. The thing I hate about this is that I also need to download something that's going to be creative. Okay. Rosa became a white mage for you, Cecil. Help you in any way she could. Please don't worry her too much. Yeah, that's what you're saying. I'm currently studying basics of light magic. The 4 levels of cure spells are Cure, Cure Up, Karaja, and Karaja. Ah, that's what you're saying. The king is brimming with vigor these days. I find it somewhat unnatural. I actually don't find it unnatural. What I find unnatural is what we're going to find out eventually about said king. How did you acquire the crescent from Incendia? Sure, I'm on duty, leave me alone. No, I'm gonna keep bothering you, keep telling me to leave you alone. Jerk. There he is. What's wrong? I'm sorry that dragged you. Okay, I'm a blah blah blah. You want to plunder. Show the king house. That's great. I envy you, king. Con, I envy the path you chose. I suppose I could have attained a higher rank had I. One dark night, my father passed away when I was still young. Or the dragon, I felt that I could keep some sort of connection with him if I became a dragoon as well. I didn't mean to bore you with my stories. Anyway, I don't need your concern. The only thing you should be concerned about is slaying creatures tomorrow. I don't want to be the only one doing his part. Oh, I will. As long as many as you. That's more rocket. I shall get some rest. Will you arise early tomorrow? This guy is not close to Baron. Yeah, no kidding, right? If you and our master king join any forces, nothing will be able to stop. Now, if I could glitch this game, there'd be some kind of secret passage, but I can't tell you what that's for. I've heard rather disturbing rumors regarding the king lately. It's best to suppress any slow thought who wishes to survive this. I don't know what the hell what this guy's on about, but he shouldn't, be saying that unless he's talking to this guy too, because he just says it. Whatever others may say, I trust the king. You still Just to say, she'll trust him. His Majesty's acting very strange lately. He sure enough is indeed, isn't he? King is most displeased. You would not see you until you have slaughtered the Blom ring. Yeah, because I can't say that word anymore. I'm not allowed to. Oh well. So this is another research lab. Let's see, what is this one called? This is called light magic and dark magic. Sleep. So you're about what? Huh? What's that? You're not sleepy at all. Well, heck, what did I do wrong? I would actually say he's already sleepy, but that's beyond my capability. Basic spells like fire and blizzard aren't powerful enough against many monsters. So I seem to remember hearing about more potent spells, but I'm originally working to develop more spells for actual combat. Yeah. I so badly want to record more for Final Fantasy VII, but there is always the idea that maybe I shouldn't. Or Sacred Treasure was within these walls. Access to that chamber is forbidden. Yeah, here's the odd thing about this. Oops! I opened the door. Not that it matters, because, you know, this tower is off limits. This tower is off limits. Yes, I know. Have you seen Astor said he ordered us to service the airship, then his stuff would disappear. Yeah, I think I know where he's at. We have to pull another all-nighter today. I'm so tired. Oh, don't tell the boss that I was roused. What the hell that's supposed to mean? Last time I spoke, first checked, I speak English, not Dingleberry. Like, I understand anything you say. Speaking of which, I don't know how many of you are actually going to agree with me on this or not, but an idiot told me, and I feel like he's an idiot because you don't understand how phones work. Even I'm not opposed to disliking a phone and everything and trying to save it and everything. But I feel like at the same time, no one should ever tell you to factory reset your phone. It doesn't matter if it's been 3 years or not. I mean, you know, the thing was over a virus I supposedly thought I had, and I didn't know how to resolve it because it was on an iPhone. He said to factory reset it. I said, you know, I don't even know my information anyway. I don't remember my password, something like that. And I do own the device. So even if I could reset it, which I will not do, I will not factory reset nothing. Because there ain't no way to say that. Say, save it on the iCloud. Yeah, I'm not going to pay to upgrade the things just so I could do that. And at the same time as well, there are certain apps that are so sensitive you have to do certain things. Like if you have a banking app, because I mean, like maybe some of the banking apps you don't have to deal with, but I have one that I actually have to go all the way directly down to the bank and absolutely have them deal with it because, you know, or fiddle with it, whatever you want to call it. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do anything with it, because in order for me to even make it function, both these apps that they have, I have to go to them directly. And it wasn't even that long ago that I just got this fixed. So, yeah, I don't want to have to go through all that process each and every time. You know, I don't care if it's been 3 years or not. It hasn't even been 3 years. And this guy was telling me that crap, and I'm thinking, you know, I don't think so. Blah, 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 blah. So this is what it's like to see this on Game Boy Advance on the computer. So you know. Anyway, not that it matters. I probably will wind up doing better on this, hopefully, because I'm not even kidding you right now. By the way, this is like a secret interest that no one ever thinks about unless you actually know more about it, like I do. Because, well, certain events and whatnot lead up to it, and Yeah, you have to kind of use it anyway. So now down here, things will change. We locked up the Mysidian mages who oppose us, sir. You can talk to them through the doors. You won't get away with this. You hear me? Yeah, I know. I want to make. Yeah. I did not expect you to spare, so please return the crystal to Presidium. Only if you promise to do some things for me. Wait. No, I'm just kidding. Let's not do that. After all, this is not. Jeez, dude. You idiots don't know anything. The crystal is just any old jewel. Actually, I don't think they really think of it as just any old jewel. Jeez, man. Idiots my foot. And there he is. There's Sid. Well. Arrgh. Look who's back. Rosa was worried something about you. Don't you ever wear her like that again, you hear? So, how are my airships? I'll bet you and your goons ripped them up. Something awful. Hey, what's the matter with you, kiddo? Well, what? I gained a load of you. What about the Red Wings? They'll be a mess without you. Let's come up with a king. He's been acting peculiar. He ordered me to build an airship that he can use to slaughter people. Everyone's worried about his majesty. Anywho, be careful out there and make sure the work of that mission and get back safe. Oh, I have to start heading home or my daughter's gonna fort knock me. She's not really gonna kill you. Yeah. Always good to check everything you can. And she disappears after this. I don't know what happened to her. I've changed your sheet, sir. I hear you are to depart early tomorrow morning. Good night. Well, nothing in there. What's happened to the king? He covets the crystals as though he's possessed, and he'll resort to any means to get them. Nevertheless, I can't defy him. How could I cross the man who raised Cain in me like the very own but shivers night whom I adored in the marriage and shut up? I will not betray him. I can't. Cecile! Yes, what's going on? You just returned from the city and now you must be burning a bar to battle this phantom beast? You're acting very strange. Nothing's wrong, everything's fine. Cecile, look at me. In the city we fought on an innocent people to steal their crystal, and it was horrible. I suppose this is my fate as a dark knight. Soon I won't even feel remorse for my actions. It's not even true. It has nothing to do with being a dark knight. You and I both know that would never happen. Uh-huh. Still, I can't defy the king. I'm a hopeless coward. The Cecil I know would never whimper like this. The Cecil I love. You leave for Mist early tomorrow, right? Yes, but don't worry. Kane or Khan's coming too. I'll be fine, trust me. Please come back to me in one piece. Thank you, Rosa. Though as a dark knight, you and know we can never be together. I feel like I'm lost with Final Fantasy 1. You know what I mean? So, are you ready for some real combat? Always lead the way. I like how we can see a face like right there, but they like where the icon is. It doesn't even show it in the picture dialogue. I like how most games don't even have where there are pictures by the words to tell you who it is and whatnot, like who's talking. Like, you know. Anyway, and sometimes the games will be like, and so, the Dark Knight, Cecil was stripped of his, yeah, blah, 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 command, and Captain of the Red Wing, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we already know this. But anyway, so as I was saying, like some games will do it with the faces, and some of them will just do it with names. None of it at all. It's like you're expected to know. I mean, at least with the name or the picture, it doesn't have to have both necessarily. At least I don't feel it really the same way, but it can. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, at least to signify it. But the thing is, as well, a lot of times, if they do show the face by the name, it's completely different from what you're seeing is on the icon. And, but as well, if they don't have anything up there, it's like you're assumed to know who the hell is talking. That's the worst thing you can do in the game. Like, how in the hell am I supposed to know who's talking if you don't have a name that's, you know, we don't have to put it, like it says, Keith says how to fart, for example. You know, but anyway, in the long run, you wouldn't dare say, "Oh well, I knew who was talking." No, you wouldn't. So that's just half the problem with these games and stuff. That I don't know about any remakes, but yeah. So let's go ahead and go in here. Devil's Road. Devil's Road leads to Basidia, but it has remained closed since the Basidian still did in. Baron was actively traded with Basidia. BIA this past is no longer in use. The stairs lead to the training room. So I could try and do that, but I think I want to change. I want to see if I can do this. Yes. Oh, yes we can. Let's change your name to... Since I refer to you commonly as Khan anyway, let's see, I'm going to rename you Khan. Yeah. I've already forgotten what the okay, alright, man. Where in the world is the joy man? Okay, that actually should be A. Why is this not A? It should actually be B, because this makes more sense. No. We want L, and we want R. Yeah, enter should be start with space should be select. Yeah, that's all good. Okay. I'll put his name is Khan. I forgot that I changed it. So let's actually make it just a little bit more better, but yeah. So, yeah, don't be a stranger. So that's about it. So, yeah, I didn't know I could do that. That's actually the first time I've ever done that. So you know, the entire record. I've never even used it the entire time that I've ever even played the games or any version that I've ever done before. You know, just so you know. I think I'm gonna have to. what that was, but I don't care. So I'm gonna have to start talking to these dancers because I think if we do it right, we might get something spectacularly special that we don't really need.
No, I didn't spread any bad rumors about the king, really. I'll show you something neat in return if you keep your mouth shut.
Okay. Yeah, so this is the first one you want to get to. Anyway. Okay, so you mean like I remember her saying something about it. I'll show you something in return if you promise to believe me or something like that, you know? Sneaking in our glass. Yeah, so unfortunately you're gonna walk back up the waterfall. I can't stop thinking about Dark Knights. They're cool. By cool I mean totally sweet. Really? Cool. Yes. I have no idea. King is greater than second in order to spin the master of the dark sword. That's not true at all. Sorry to make it to you, but it's not. But the mistake was using it for the bad means. Will you move? Hey! Hey. Ignore me, you fart knocker. So this makes it easier.
Cecil, can you tell my father to stop calling on liars? He's been confrontational lately, and he doesn't listen to me anymore. He's been arguing a lot with some of the townspeople too, because they're always bad-mouthing the king and the soldiers. Well, what do you expect? The king starts acting weird, like, gee, I don't know. I did it, I built it! I knew it now. Jeez. So, anywho, let's go on, shall we? I think we've already done what we can here. I think there's gonna be that, or this, or I can talk to you. If you're turning far, you mustn't forget to bring potions, antidotes, and tips.
So, that, no problem. Potion or geisha. We want some geisha grains. They're not called geisha, by the way. They're called geisha. Get it correct. Don't bother at all. Geisha greens, not geisha greens. That doesn't sound right. There's nothing gay about those. Oh, gee, I got some. No. Hush. Quiet. Nobody wants to talk to you when you talk like that. That sounds like a food. Yeah. So, I smell something in the air. So let's go ahead and take a look at. Huh. And there you go. Just gonna push B. And I'm gonna push A for geisha grains. I will not call it that. Sounds silly. Doesn't sound right to me. Can get rid of that. We're gonna receive from King and Baron. I get rid of this. I always get rid of those because they're not worth it keeping. B, 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 B. Push B again. And I'm gonna push B again here. So let's go ahead and do you. Exactly like that. Now we're gonna push. Yeah, there you go. We don't have much skill left, but we don't need much. We can always gather much more later. So the thing is, right now you can do some bunch of grinding. So there's a summon you want to get. There's actually a couple. One of them requires 100, the other one requires 50. So if you can do it in and out, stuff like that, then you'll be okay. So that's the biggest thing about this. Can you do that? No, I sure as heck can, because I can take the time to do it. But I'd rather use fast speed because fast speed is my friend. You know, speed is key, as someone once said. Sorry, didn't mean to yell in your ears, but see, there we go. Change up the controls. That's that and the other. Here's the guys right here that I want to take care of right now. Okay. There's another one. This one here takes about 50 of them. Yeah. There's only like 3 of them, I think, or so that are actually not as good as others. Anyway. Now I should be able to do this. I'm not going to swear that this is an all games Final Fantasy 4. But there you go. Okay, so we need, see that? Goblin. Hourglass we don't need. I never use it. It's a ridiculous thing. Don't get me wrong. It's nice and all, but I just don't bother with it. Now, Helldiver, you want to get as many as you can of these. Yep, you gotta have. Let's try and look at this again. Okay, so you need 50, or not 50, 100 of these guys. Not more. Sometimes, depending on the luck ratio, it takes a little bit more than that for it to finally drop. So that's what you need. And then, if you go over here, you're going to need about 50 of these, but then or more to get it to drop. It's nothing special. You can move on and not even bother with this if you don't want to. But it's something that these guys. Alarm clocks are very rare too, that we don't really need either, but we can use them, I guess. I don't care about it too much. So, I mean, we will be getting into a bunch of battles and stuff like that, so. So yeah, it's just quicker to take them out with the dark ability, so you can get quicker enough. So go ahead and do this. That's a new one. Sword Rat is new, so you know. Not new for me because I've already seen it once. So this. There are like a whole bunch of enemies that we won't be able to do until we get another ability that we don't have right now. So you know what I'm doing, so let's see. I'm actually going to stop right now with a break. But either way,
Yeah. Also, oh, before we go anywhere, I'm going to tell you about something. The you might see that my background's blue. Well, normally that is what is the thing that's being had. It doesn't have to go that way. So you see this where it says window color. You can adjust it anytime. I'm not sure that was a thing in all games. Also, you want to change this to keep because you don't want to do that. B button DHS is dash. I know that's hard to Battle message. Want that on. You want battle speed to kind of be like uh, like that, and battle mode probably would be good for weight. But I've always had them active anyway, a lot of majority of the time. So you do this if you want to. I don't know. I can't handle it like that. I can either have it like this, and I can have it like that. I don't really care to mess with these things, but do it like that, or I can do it like this. Of course, we're gonna do it. But I'm gonna push cancel because I don't very often mess with the color. But see, all it does is like if that's what you want to do, you put it on your preferred, or if you have it like a preferred where you don't mess with it, because it does nothing for the game. It really doesn't. It doesn't like suddenly make it easier or better for battles or being able to fight enemies. As far as in terms of like, oh, I can easily beat this now. I mean, like maybe it'll help you see better. I don't know. Not for me. But maybe that point, yeah. But as far as you trying to be able to make the game easier or more of a challenge, that ain't gonna happen. Not with this. You know. Oh, hey, I forgot to amp up my color so bright it blinds you to death. I mean, really? Anyway. So, that's all the time I have for this episode, and I'll try to do some more a little bit later, but for now, this is what it looks like when we're doing it off PC. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, later.